Hi everyone, it's Allie, and today I have a bunch of empties for you guys. I've been holding on to these for so long. I've probably had them since last year, and I'm so sick of looking at them that I need to throw it out. Like, I need to do this whole empties thing, and I need to throw it out. So, do some spring cleaning. Or, well, I guess middle of winter, New Year's cleaning. But yeah, so let's get started. So, I'm going to start off with a bunch of skincare products, and so a lot of these are cleansers actually, so let's start. So this one is the Origins Jinjiang Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. I think this is my third or fourth bottle. I got hooked on this a few years ago. And someone recommended it to me at Sephora because I was having some dry skin issues, but I also have sensitive skin, so they suggested that this was a gentle enough exfoliator that it wouldn't irritate my dry skin, cause more flaking, but would still do a lot of the cleansing that needed to be done to exfoliate. So ever since then I've been loving this product, and it smells so good. It's a nice refreshing scent, so it's not too heavy, it's not like intensely fragrant, and the beads are not the micro beads that are bad for the environment, so good stuff. Second, I have some Apu cleansers. Since they had a collaboration with Rilakkuma, I love Rilakkuma, so I had to get as much as I could get my hands on, and so at the time I was in a really big need of cleansers, and so I picked up all three of the ones that they had available, but I've only gone through two of them. So the first one is the one with Rilakkuma. It's in the pink packaging, and this is the Mud Fresh Cleansing Foam. If you ever tried the Innisfree volcanic ones, it's very similar to it, but I don't think it's as drying. So this was a really good product. I think there's still some left. But it was really hard to get it out of the tube, so it's like done. Like, it's, yeah. But yeah, I feel like it did dry my skin out though, unfortunately. I think it was too harsh for someone with dry skin, especially it being mud. It does draw out a lot of impurities, but it also draws out a lot of the natural oils that you are supposed to have. So I mean, it wasn't harsh in any means, but for someone with already dry skin, just stripping it bare with the mud was too much. So I probably will not get this again. Even if I did, I would probably be something like the volcanic one instead. So yeah, it was okay, it wasn't bad. If you have oily skin, maybe you'll like it, but for someone with dry skin like I do, I didn't really enjoy it. The other one is it's still also the Rilakkuma. It's the chick packaging. I totally forgot what it's called. Kiratori! Yeah! So yeah, it has Kiratori on it. And it's the Jelly Brightening Cleansing Foam. And actually, out of the three, because it has the mud, the jelly, and the milk one, this one is my favorite so far because I'm working on the milk one. And it was just a nice gel consistency. It smelled so good, and I think it did a really good job of foaming up without stripping away my skin too much, and it was just a really nice cleansing experience, which I really enjoyed. So we'll probably repurchase this one if I can, but we'll see. I have a lot of cleansers left that I picked up back in Korea, so I don't think I will need any more anytime soon. Let's see. Another thing is this M2 High Potency Skin Refinish. I think I got it in the 15%. They always have a sale on the website that I buy from. It's always like a buy one 50% off or a buy one get one free. So I was introduced to this by a friend, this brand, and she says that it's highly potent, but it's also really great. I believe the skin refinish is, God, this was so long ago. I think there's still some left, but I think it's past the expiration date. I just wanted to get rid of it. The packaging is really beautiful though. It's a twist up and then it comes out that way. I know that it has a lot of AHA in it, and so that one, it's supposed to help break down any dead skin, and it's basically just like a chemical exfoliant. It is really strong because it is a high potency. I think they have a 12, a 15, and a 20%. So you can choose based on how sensitive your skin is And so my skin I say that it's sensitive, but it can also take quite a bit of a hit. So the 15%, it did sting for the first couple uses, but then after that your skin gets used to it and you don't really feel it anymore, which was nice. I could feel a difference. Like, it did a lot for my acne scarring, it did some things for my hyperpigmentation. So after a while though, it did stop working, which is why I kind of just stopped using it altogether and like just gave up on it. So I mean, maybe I'll repurchase again, but I think I have just so much skincare right now that I'm probably not going to rebuy at the moment. So we'll see. I'll link to the website that I use that has the sale so that you guys can get on this if you'd like. I know that they do really good moisturizers and a couple cleansers, something like that, and there are some serums that they have as well. This one, since it has a lot of AHA in it, is one of the main ingredients, and it does sting and it leaves your skin very unprotected in a way, so that's why I only use it at night, so that you're not supposed to use it with direct sunlight, because it'll since it's not protected, the environment will wreak havoc on it, so I only use it at night. But for the day, quite often I would use the Shiseido White Lucent Brightening Protective Emulsion Broad Spectrum SPF 18 sunscreen. So this was actually a gift from my mom, and it took me so long to get through this, even like every day. I know that it was... What do I have to say about this? Because I mean, it's SPF 18, so there is some SPF, but it's obviously not like the SPF 30 that you should be using at least, or SPF 50, which I prefer. So I always used it in conjunction with the other Shiseido sunscreen that I have had. I still have another extra bottle of that to get through, in addition to the one that I'm currently using. But I would always use this one after all of my skincare as the first layer of sunscreen, and then put on another layer of sunscreen after that, just to give my skin extra protection that way. And so, I mean, this was nice for someone with dry skin. The emulsion was very watery, so it was just nice to not have to feel like a super heavy layer of sunscreen. It did smell a bit like sunscreen, so if that bothers you, maybe you won't like it. I don't really have anything else to say about it, just because I feel like because I put on a second layer of sunscreen anyway, it's like, doesn't really do anything. But it did moisturize, kind of, in like a very last resort kind of way. So yeah, it's expensive. It was a gift, but I liked using it. It made me feel really fancy. So yeah. Another skincare product. So this is the first container of the Cosrx One-Step Pimple Pads, and it comes in this really big jar. And I think there's like 60 of them or something like that. So, but because I am a cheap person, I actually take out the whole thing. I like cut them all in half, because it's like a full cotton pad. So I feel like I don't need a whole cotton pad for it, because there's always extra serum left over, or extra toner left over, that I feel like I'm putting to waste. So that's why I only use half, and then save more money. I ran out of these really late in the game. Like, it took me a while to get through these, which I'm glad for. I mean, they're like 18 bucks or something like that, so it's nice to get your money's worth that way. So, but the thing is about these, that I know a lot of people rave about these pads, is that they're just regular toner. So the serum inside is regular toner. You're not paying anything extra for AHA, BHA, or anything else. It's literally just like straight up water, hyaluronic acid, something like that. I don't remember what else is in here, but I know it's just very typical toner ingredients. So it's not anything that really tackles acne. And I think the only reason that it's working for a lot of people is because one side of the cotton pad has the raised bumps, so that it does exfoliate your skin, but that's not even the product itself, like the toner part, but it's just you physically exfoliating your skin with a rougher material from the cotton and the raised part, and then you soothe it down with the smooth part with the cotton. So I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I know that I enjoy it as an extra step, but I mean, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't. In the not the long run, but I do recommend them anyway because it's a nice way to exfoliate, clean up any extra dirt that you have on your face, especially if you have oily skin or like it's during the summer. I was using these during the summer and it was really fantastic for it, so I suggest them. I like them. I already repurchased them in Korea, so I don't discourage anyone from using them, but know that it is a typical toner. It is not anything extra in the formula. So, I only have a couple makeup products. It takes me forever to get through anything else. Like, oof. So, yeah, I only have a few. But the first one is the Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder in the loose form. I know a lot of people enjoy the packed form, but I just like something about a loose powder. Yeah, that's just my preference. It lasted me a really long time. I have one more left. I think this is my second one. And then I have that third one in my collection at the moment, which I'm almost done with, so I'm really happy about that. But the thing that I have to say about this is it doesn't increase the longevity of your makeup. For me, it does not do that at all. Like my Givenchy one, it definitely makes my makeup last all day long, but I've tested this with all of the foundation combos that I use for long wear, and it just doesn't stay on. Like, I know that it helps with sebum and things like that, but honestly sebum isn't that big of a problem for me. So while it did help, it was a great powder for the price that it is, and for me getting started in makeup, like, it was a great option, and I do like it, but I know that if I can afford something else that it's going to make my makeup last longer, I will use that instead of this one. So if you're just getting started in makeup, or you just what is grammar? But if you want something less fuss, cheap, this is not a bad option for you. I would suggest it. I just have no use for it any longer, since I found other things that I like, and yeah, that's about everything I have to say about it. So, second is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion in, God, what do I use? I use the color Warm W5.5. Ooh, that was dark. Yeah, that was really dark. Oh my god, I totally forgot. So this is actually my second compact. I bought this one as a second one because I had coupons for it, and like there was a sale on it at Target, and so I like stacked coupons. It ended up being like $10 or something for me, which is the only reason I bought it, because for $14 to $16 for how many ounces? This is 0.5 ounces. That's half of what you normally get at any drugstore or even high-end products. You usually get 1 ounce of foundation. So this one is only half for $14, and I know that you're paying for the case, and you're paying for the puff, and you're paying for everything else, but I just don't think that the amount that you get is justified, like, in any way whatsoever for the price that you're paying, especially because, I mean, it's kind of cheap. It feels like the only reason that it's pretty is because it's in rose gold. And like the logo is pretty, but other than that I don't like it that much, and also for a few reasons. Because when I first started using this, I thought, oh my god, wow, this is fantastic, like, it's decent, it's like medium coverage, like I can get it to last long, the color is perfect, like whatever. But the more that I used it, I ended up using it every day as a work and school thing, and I would take it with me. It would dry out really quickly. So about the first week or so, you get a decent amount every time you press into the cushion, but then after that, I just felt like it was drying up, or like I just used too much product. And the thing is, I don't go for super heavy coverage anyway, and so for this to be out of foundation after like 2 weeks and like having to dig in and like really press for the product, like, I'm not paying $14 every 2 weeks to replace one of these. Like, there's no way in heck that I'm going to do that. So that's also one of the reasons that I don't really enjoy this product, is because it's so expensive for something that you have to constantly replace, and there are no refills. So you can't pop it out like you normally do and buy it and like buy a cheaper refill. It's straight up all or nothing this. So, and I think there are way better cushions out there, like the Korean ones that are the same price but are so much better quality. The color probably matches better, because the color range for this is so strange because some of these colors are straight up orange. Like, I'm pretty sure this was like really, really orange on me, even though I run neutral. So that was also a problem with the colors were just really inconsistent, and I didn't like the selection. It was really hard to pick one that, if you're in between or even just a shade off, like it just did not look okay. So yeah, would not recommend this. I think there are much better options out there if you're looking for a cushion foundation. Lastly is this YSL Vinyl Couture Mascara. It's the deluxe size from Sephora when this first launched. Straight off the bat, I did not like this, like, at all. It smells really weird, like, not even just because it's hella expired, but it's because, like, it just smelled really inky, really perfumey. Like, it just, you don't want that around your eyes. Like, it made my eyes water sometimes because the smell was so heavy. And also the wand was awful. Like, it was really, really long. I don't understand why it's this long. It's as long as my pinky. Jesus Christ. So, yeah. I mean, the color was fine, I guess. But, yeah, the wand was bad. Maybe it's because it's the deluxe sample. But also, it just got really clumpy at the base. And so, like, it would just make the rest of my lashes look super strange. And I did not like that. So, I don't know why I got it. Big mistake. Did not enjoy it. Do not skip it. Love yourself. But yeah, so that is everything that I have for you guys. Hopefully I will have more in less than 3 months, probably. It takes me so long to get rid of things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my Empties video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!